Hey, how's it going, everybody? If you're new here, welcome in, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Rollshambo, the connoisseur and collector of all things sharp and shiny, and today I've got a new release from Maxace Knives, and I'm really excited about it. When I saw this knife teased by White Mountain Knives, which is where this came from, I knew that I had to check it out because the little teaser videos that I saw on it made it look extremely satisfying. And I don't know, maybe you can tell me if this looks very satisfying to you or not. I actually tried to look it up before I had them send this out because I had to know, am I the only one that thinks that this looks extremely satisfying? So in here is what's called the Maxace Capsule. The first thing that I've noticed right off the bat is, check this out. You get a full replacement set of hardware. Yes, that's awesome. You of course get a cleaning cloth, which everyone has too many of, and then a little PVC patch. Nice additions. But the most important thing is what's in here. Now, this is a first impressions and reactions. I will, of course, do a full review of this. This is the Maxace Capsule. It's a front flipper only, and let's... yeah, that's really satisfying. Oh, that's really satisfying. So check this out. We've got a Japanese style tanto blade with a bead blast on the hollow grind, and then a satin finish up here at the top near the spine of the blade. Jimping is almost entirely across the spine of the blade, and then of course you do get the little jimping for the front flipper. It is titanium in construction, and these are some fat liners. I would actually go as far as to say that this is more of a frame lock. We've got Cerakoted two-tone titanium handle scales with the titanium liners. This is, I guess you would technically call this a liner lock, but this is really more of like a frame lock with some pieces over the top, because this is heavy duty. My first impression is just how thick these, oh, it's thick with two C's. Look at how thick the handle scale construction is. That's fantastic. When you look up here, something else which I think is entirely satisfying is, look at this. You see where the stop pin travels. That is a stop pin which is connected to the blade. Oh, yeah, I love that. And then the sound. I'm going to do that near the microphone. Hopefully you can hear that. That sound is really satisfying. Now, obviously, this is not a super large knife as far as length. Width is a whole different story, but length, not really. Front flipper only is one of those things which many people might actually be concerned about, but I actually really like it. We have this 3D milled titanium pocket clip that has a ball bearing clip. Now, in theory, that should allow it to go in and out of the pocket with ease without ripping up your jeans. The ball bearing clip was actually originally created by Beg Knives, and Beg Knives has passed that on to more than a few different companies. What I was aiming for when I decided that this had to be on my channel was just to see how satisfying it is, because there's something about this design which really strikes me as enjoyable, and so far it's not letting me down. Now, again, I will say this, it is not a big knife. Let's do a quick comparison up against the Demko 80-20.5. So the 80-20.5 absolutely dwarfs it. Just to give you an example from a knife that a lot of people have, I could also do something like the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So as you can see, it is not a big knife as far as length is concerned, but if we were to compare it in handle scale width, check that out. It's chunky, it's thick with two C's. I'm going to keep saying that. Maybe that'll be the title of this video. You'll find out. If you're watching this, you'll already know what the title is, but it's thick with two C's. I really like this blade shape. Japanese tanto style blades really speak to me. I really enjoy it. I also really enjoy the fact that we have this swedge up near the tip. That allows the blade to remain thick all the way till the tip and offer some cutting relief. This is going to be one of those knives that you could 100% jab into something and not worry about snapping off anything, because the thickness of the blade is definitely there. I do wish that we had a single-sided captive pivot, which we do not, but let's at least check to see if the hardware is all T8. So we have T8 on the pivot, and nope, that is T6 body screws. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. I was really hoping for T8 body screws, but you know what? That's something that we could ultimately get past. Something that I cannot get past is the thickness of these liners. What in the world? Look at that. Look at that. Those are thick. There are some knives, there are plenty of knives where the blade stock isn't that thick. It is easy to actuate the liners, and the action is smooth. You can tell that whoever designed this was really into front flippers because they made it really a perfect front flipper. The detent is tuned specifically for that, and you can do all of the front flipper tricks. I'm not typically good at that one, you know, where you hold it and then you pop this guy out. Like, I'm not good at that. Knives that other people can do that with, I can't do that with. On this one, not a problem. The front flipper action is probably some of the best that I've tried, to be honest with you. Not that I've tried all the front flipper knives, but I'm really enjoying that. The Cerakote finish on here feels wonderful. That is a matte finish that is also, it's not even glossy, it is matte, but it feels nice. Now, if red and white is not your flavor, White Mountain Knives does currently have these in a Joker theme, which is going to be purple and green. So it's crazy. You get either the red and white or the purple and green. Now, I'll let you decide for yourself what this kind of reminds you of. Some of you might get it right away. Some of you might not at all, and that's fine. As far as its purpose as a knife, I can, in fact, get a full 4-finger grip on here, and I do get plenty of leverage with the knife. It's going to be just fine for your regular everyday cuts, but the main reason why I wanted to check this out was to see if it was as satisfying as it appeared in the videos. And I gotta say, guys, for $229, it is satisfying. It does get my seal of approval. Does it stay that way? Do I continue to be satisfied with this? Or will I find little things that make me cast it in doubt? To find out, might as well hit that subscribe button because I will be doing a full review of this later. Make sure to tune in for that. And if you want to watch more awesome knife and EDC content, click on one of the videos that pops up next.